Well, it's that fucking time of year again, the Stanley Cup playoffs. And, well, I guess we may as well just start in the Western Conference with the Sharks vs. Blues. And, well, do I actually think the Sharks have a chance at beating the Blues? Fuck no. They're gonna have to rely on a lot of scoring, and I think Brian Elliott is having one of those comeback years. Pretty good goaltender right now. I'm sorry, Sharks, you got to the Western Conference Finals last year. I actually like you as a team a lot, but getting past the Blues first round doesn't lie within your fucking futures. Actually, the Kings are sporting the hottest goaltender in the league right now in Jonathan Quick. Vancouver does have the Daniel Sedin question with the whole, concussion and stuff. I think Vancouver are the favorites, of course. Even some say the favorites to win the Stanley Cup. But I do like the Kings a lot. I don't have jerseys for either of these teams. Whatever, fuck Vancouver. I try to have faith in Corey Crawford, and I try to have faith in my team all around, but I just can't do it. Chicago has one of the hardest situations of all, and it's really just a goaltending issue. I like Corey Crawford a lot, but he's just not there yet. Are you going to start Ray Emery? I don't like my chances. And I was completely wrong about Mike Smith. I said that he was a complete shitbum on Tampa Bay. Well, now look at him. The Coyotes could shut them down. And it's one of those weird things, because the Coyotes aren't exactly a strong third seed. But you know what? They could just beat them. The problem with the Red Wings is I don't think they can sustain a long playoff run, even if they do manage to beat yours truly, Nashville. And God, I love Pekka Rinne. I love Pekka Rinne. Pekka Rinne! Pekka Rinne! Wow! The Coyotes, if this does happen, they have too much on their plate here. I think the Predators are going to go into this postseason very hungry and live up to their name for being Predators. They're probably going to just kill the competition. The Kings are so awesome. I love the Kings. This is just such a hard decision. Blues win. For the Western Conference Finals, we have the Predators and the Blues. They're actually the exact same team when you look at them on paper. It's actually quite fucked up. What I have against the Blues is that I think the Predators just have a little more depth all around. Ryan Suter I love. I love Shea Weber. It just goes down from head to toe. Is Pekka Rinne going to come up and make the most important saves? You bet your ass he will. I think the Capitals getting Backstrom back is certainly helpful. What isn't helpful is the fact that Thomas Vokoun is injured, so they have to rely on a guy like Michael Neuwirth, who I think could be the future of the NHL, but just isn't really at that level yet. Biggest downfall for that fucking team is if Michael fucking Neuwirth can play. I don't know if he can. I know the defense in front of him can't. Why the fuck am I wearing this? Hello? I'm Brad Richards. I used to play for Dallas. Now I play for an organization that doesn't suck monkey fuck. Considering the fact that Ottawa just kinda fell to the 8th seed instead of playing the Bruins, now have to play the Rangers and they just don't have a chance in hell. Maybe the Rangers will be the team that kinda just collapses so early on. Probably not. I love the Devils, I really do, but I am slowly beginning to realize that I don't have a ton of faith in Martin Brodeur. He had a better season than last year, but his defense in front of him still plays terrible. There's a reason why the Panthers won their division. It's not the fact that every other team in it sucked this year. I think the Panthers, they're more reliable. I think the Panthers are a team that can fuck people over if they make mistakes, and if the Devils want to make mistakes, especially in their own zone, there you go. You think the Devils have another chance at winning one of these? Fuck no, of course not. Why would you? It feels like the whole universe is collapsing on me. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Seriously, I actually don't even care who wins this series. I just hope they absolutely kill each other. In general, you would think Pittsburgh because of the offense, but Philadelphia roughs them up a bit and forces them to play a Flyers-type game. Then I don't know if the Pittsburgh Penguins can endure a long series of that. I mean, they have some douchebags on that team, don't get me wrong. They could fuck around. But I don't think they can do it as good as the Flyers. And if the Flyers get into their head, the Penguins will be fucked. And Mr. Universe's broken, fractured, whatever it was, foot, is he 100%? If he's not, it's going to be a long series. It really will come down to the goaltending, I think, in like most of these series, and like the theme has been. It has been defense and goaltending. Penguins win it. And now the Rangers move on to play the Penguins. The biggest problem with the Rangers is going to be in their own zone. It kind of reminds me of them last year. When they played Washington first round and got beat, they tend to just collapse on Lundqvist and take pucks right to the face. They won't win against Pittsburgh if that happens. Pittsburgh will do a tic-tac-toe offense and fuck their shit up. Panthers don't match up very well with the Bruins. They play a lot alike, but at the same time the Bruins just outmatch everything they do. Kind of like earlier I said before about Phoenix and the Predators. Just, the Predators outmatch them in every single way. They may play a lot alike, but you just gotta give it to the Predators. And just like over here in the Eastern Conference, you just gotta fucking give it to the Bruins. The Bruins have one of the best offenses in the league in terms of goals for and goal differential. So, I guess the Panthers are fucked. In the Eastern Conference Finals, I have the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Boston Bruins. Unfortunately for the Penguins, I believe that their true test, getting out of the first round against Philadelphia, possibly playing a team like New York, it's going to wear on them. And they're going to go into that series limping. Although, what the Bruins went through last year was no indication of tiresome through all their Game 7s, through all their tough series. And literally, they just seemed like they didn't fucking tire. So hopefully Pittsburgh won't be like that, because I fucking hate Pittsburgh. I think the Bruins can win this series, especially if Tim Thomas plays anywhere near the level he played last year. I love Tim Thomas. And I fucking hate Pittsburgh. Well, Bruins and Predators Stanley Cup Final, and what do I think? Bruins win!